I love all these things that you find for us. So these are things to kind of help us keep cool, keep the mozzies away, all sorts of things. Where are you starting?
Exactly. So we're not sort of saying these are things for your makeup bag. These are brilliant little tricks that is going to make summer easier for you. So let's start with something called an altitude oil. Now, the best way to describe this is if you are a nervous flyer or if you're nervous about going out, this is really your little savior here. So all you want to do is pop a little bit on your wrist, or go one step further and pop it under your nostrils. And then once you've put it on your wrist, if you just do that with me, Ruth, and then just take a deep breath.
Oh, it's nice. I am a nervous flyer, Sarah. I am a nervous flyer. So has this got kind of lavender and things, or what's calming me down?
It's peppermint, it's eucalyptus. It is made for frazzled nerves. I would say you don't only need it for traveling. I think in general, if you're feeling anxious or if you wake up with that fuzzy head, this is going to just save the day. I think if you're feeling a bit sluggish, I keep it with me at all times, and you just want to take those 3 deep breaths and out, and it genuinely just calms and soothes.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's kind of
there you go.
Slightly
That's
minty and wakes you up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice.
A really good thing to do every morning. Exactly. So that's Demamia altitude oil. Now, the next thing I've got is how many times do we pack for a weekend away or a holiday and we are carrying our cleanser and our moisturizer and our SPF? This is Bolt Beauty. So each step of your skincare now looks like this. There's quite a shocking stat that we buy over 1 million plastic travel minis. So instead of that, we now have 100 million, sorry. We now have these little capsules that you pop open by ripping off the tail. And that is everything you need in one quantity. So you'll have your moisturizer, your cleanser, your retinol, everything comes in the capsule. And the thing that used to bother me is, do we then throw these little capsules away? But you don't. These ones are biodegradable and they dissolve in hot water. The entire packaging is gone in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Isn't that brilliant?
That is brilliant. But then that means every time you use it, though, you've got to have a cup of hot water standing by. No,
you can put it in a hot sink.
That's
just to show you guys. But yes, a hot sink, a hot bowl, anything at all. And also, obviously, if you're going for the weekend, you just take 2 with you. You don't need to take the whole packaging.
That's going to really cut down,
that's really useful.
That's going to really cut down on all those little bottles or things decanting things.
Exactly. Mosquito spray. Here it is. Now, I know that Eamonn said he's happy for it to smell like manure, but I have good news. This doesn't. This smells citrusy and lemony, and you know that when you spray all over and then you have to hold your breath for 10 seconds, that doesn't exist. So this is Mrs. White's Unstung Hero. If you spray that, you'll see it's just really refreshing, it's really lovely, and it lasts. It's so brilliant. It makes you invisible.
It smells like eau de cologne.
Yes, exactly. And invisible to mosquitoes, bees, wasps, ticks. So if you're going glamping or camping or anywhere, take this with you.
Yeah, it says people, pet and planet friendly.
There you go. It really, and it's big as well. It lasts. I've had this for about 2 years.
Yeah.
So there you go. It just keeps going. Hand sanitizer. Now, there's nothing more annoying than a hand sanitizer telling you it's not sticky, it's not going to make your hands feel horrible, and then it does. Dr. Bronner's, to this day, is my favorite, pre-pandemic. This is the hand spray that makeup artists keep in their makeup bags, and why break something that works. So you would put that on, if you spritz that, that's a peppermint one, put it in your hands, there's no tackiness, and your hands smell like peppermint. And there's also a lovely lavender one, if lavender is more your thing, but the peppermint is the newest.
Oh, that's very minty. Actually,
it's very minty. So I think
not sticky at all.
Exactly.
No.
I have popped what we call a spoolie brush into the mix, because if you are someone that gets flyaways or frizz, or your eyebrow hairs tend to be pointing in different directions, a spoolie is my savior for holiday or weekends away. So all you would need to do is put a bit of hairspray onto the spoolie, and you can use it on top of the flyaways, you can use it on the frizz hairline, going onto the brows, lashes as well if your lashes are a little bit crossed over. Keep a spoolie with you, and you might not need to go buy one. Have a look at your brow pencil. It might be on the back.
That's the spoolie. So this is this little brush.
Yes.
And that does your eyebrows, your flyaways, your eyelashes.
Everything. Keep one with you at all times. going to swiftly move on to this SPF because one of my big questions I get is, how do I reapply SPF on my face once I've done my makeup? Please do reapply SPF on your face if you are in the sun. And this is the Garnier one. So I really struggle to find one that's not going to leave a white residue on the skin and also one that's not going to give me spots.
And it's
this
factor
is
50,
it. So
this one. Factor 50.
Factor 50, I think it's £6, something. And when you spray, you know, I'm happy to do that now on TV and you can see that there's no white residue. So throughout the day, you can keep topping up.
See, I straight away think greasy fringe. I don't want to do it now. Should I do it? Do you want me to do it? Do
You
want
can.
me to do
You'll see that it won't. Go for it.
Have I got a white face? White face?
Absolutely not.
No?
You wouldn't even know you just put SPF 50 on your face.
Smells nice too.
Exactly. It's such a good one just to keep in the handbag and keep reapplying throughout the day.
Okay.
And then I will just move on to milk makeup. Now, again, if you're packing a blush and a lipstick and an eyeshadow, this is your tiny little milk makeup, lip and cheek oil in one. I actually always pop it onto my eyes as well. But if you have a play with that, you'll see that it just gives the most lovely pinky summer tint that can just work as lots of anything that's multitasking we want for when we're packing.
Yes.
So that is your just
eyes,
really
cheeks.
subtle, lovely. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And then you've got 30
And
seconds left.
I
What do you
thought
want to
I'd
do?
give Well, I thought I'd give you a little sneak peek. So this is Rihanna, and she's launched, we know who Rihanna is. She's launched Fenty Skin. And if you're going to buy anything from the range or your daughter is saying, what should I buy? Or your son, this is it. It's an SPF and moisturizer in one. So you don't need to do 2 steps. It combines the 2 steps and it's a lovely texture that, again, feels really invisible and lovely on the skin.
Oh, sorry, I just splurted that. Didn't do that very well. I thought it was a spray. I've blobbed it on there, but anyway.